Hey, Brian here from financenerd.net. I'm going to show you how to um, move data, real-time data from ThinkorSwim, the trading platform, into Excel. There are a lot of applications where you might want to do that. ThinkorSwim is great. There's a ton of tools and functionality that allows you to do a great deal of analysis right on the platform. However, sometimes it's nice to also move that data into Excel to do different things. If you want to do some other analysis, if you want to build a custom filter, sometimes that can be slow in ThinkorSwim. If you want to build a pivot table or some kind of charting or something like that, you know, there are applications where you want to do that in Excel rather than ThinkorSwim and maintain the real-time data feed, which it's very easy to do that. So the first thing we're going to do is set up a very simple scan. So you're going to be in the scan tab. First you have to determine which stocks you want to scan through. So there are thousands of stocks. So we're gonna set up a filter to scan for some options with certain criteria that meet certain criteria. So let's look at S&P 100 companies that are also, so I'm going to intersect that with, well, let's actually do Dow Jones Industrial Average stocks. So I want stocks that are in the S&P 100 index, and I also want stocks that are in the Dow. So then we're going to add an option filter just to show you kind of as an example. So I want to look at stocks that are S&P 100 companies, Dow Jones companies, and that have options with deltas. I want very low deltas, so 0.05 to, let's say, negative 0.05 to positive 0.05. So this is going to return out of the money options. And let's tell it we want to show 1,000 of them. 1,000 results. I want to see options. We can tell it we want to just see stocks, or just options, or both. In this case, let's just look at the options. And then when it comes up, I want it to sort by volume. You could change it. To a bunch of different things, a bunch of different parameters. We'll just stick with the preset. And then you hit scan. After a minute, it'll populate a list, and you can see a whole bunch of options here. So we've got options on IBM, we've got options on Boeing, we've got 3M, all of these options, and there are thousands of them here. Now the trick, how do you get this into Excel? You can't just copy and paste. So what you do is you go up to this print icon and then select the export to Excel option. This gives you a little bit of instruction on what to do. Hit OK. And then pull up a fresh spreadsheet. When you get into the spreadsheet, you just simply copy, or you just simply paste. And there, this list from ThinkorSwim here that was just populated is now in Excel. So if you'll watch these values here, you can see that they change. If we were looking at stocks, you would see them change a little more than options. But this link is dynamic, so as these prices change, or any of these parameters that we copied in change, they'll update. So if you want, you could go through and you could create another custom scan that would be maybe one of these parameters times another parameter or whatever. I'm just making something up here, but you could create a custom parameter here and copy it through there, and then maybe you want to create a pivot table that automatically filters this by the highest value or something. And really the sky is the limit in terms of analysis that can be conducted here, and it's a pretty neat tool. So anyway, that's how to move data, real-time data from ThinkorSwim into Excel and manipulate it and do some fun things. So thanks for watching.